Well, it's happened. They talked about the UPS buyout today, which honestly is a joke. Anybody that takes it is out of their mind. I feel like if you're about to retire or something like that, it might be worth it, but they're offering us $1,800 per year that you've worked, which is nuts. I've been with UPS for 10 years. Like, that's a slap in the face for everything that we've worked for. So do not fall for that. If you are a driver, don't take it, don't do it. It's ridiculous. You are worth so much more than that. Know your worth. Always know your worth.
Shout out to her for the info. We're going to be talking about UPS drivers and why they are absolutely crashing out. Just a year ago, there was an article released that UPS drivers are making well over $100,000. Fast forward to today, they are being forced out by taking a severance package by their own volition, or they just might get fired. Some of you might have just watched this video and said, hey, I would have taken that severance package, but if you built up your life around $100,000, what other job are you going to transfer to and get the same amount of wage? It's very difficult when you built up a life of that. Now, it's always been true that, hey, you shouldn't live your life at what you're making. You should live as minimal as possible, but it's hard to do that, especially in 2025. In this video, we're going to go over UPS drivers' concerns to the severance, also what UPS drivers have to deal with on a day-to-day basis, and we're going to touch upon Louisville, Kentucky and their problems. All that and more in this video. Stick around and let's go ahead and drop into the next video.
They just offered me the severance package, and it's an absolute joke. $1,800 a month per year of service that you've been working here, which for me would, times 24 years, would add up to about $43,200. You know how fast you can blow through $43,000? That's not even a down payment on a house. I live in Northern California. It's an absolute joke. I don't see anybody that I don't think anybody should take it. Just hang on to it. Let them lay you off and collect your unemployment. Let them, you will be the first one to get hired in peak season. Keep your seniority date. Collect your unemployment. We got to force this on them, dude. Like, they're trying to get out of the contract, and it's not because it's not a bad one. They just want more money. It's just straight up corporate greed. That's what it is. Don't do it. The only people I could see that this making sense for is somebody that's already been eligible for retirement, and they just been hanging on. This might push some of the more senior guys out of the top, but if you're not eligible for retirement yet, and there's a simple formula to figure that out, then don't take it. The formula to figure out your retirement is time worked plus age. If that equals 80, then you are eligible for retirement. And for me, that'll be when I'm 49. 49 plus 31 years of service, because I've been here since I was 18. That's 49 years old. I'll be eligible for retirement. So I got another 7 years before that happens. And it's a third of a year's pay. 43,000, 1/3 of 1 year's pay. That absolutely ridiculous. Nobody take that. Force their hand. Force them to lay you off and collect your unemployment. And then just wait your turn. Keep your seniority date. Absolutely ridiculous.
There's 20,000 jobs at UPS that they are planning to cut. And you might be asking yourself, well, if they're going to do it, why not just take the severance? And these are why these videos are very much crucial to my point here. Determining on how long you've been with the company, it might just be a good deal for you. But if you only been there for a year, 2, maybe even 5 years, it's still not a good deal for you in the long run. Unemployment that you pay into might just go above what the severance package might be just for you. Now, this guy has been working so long within this company, ever since, he said it, 19 years old, and then all of a sudden they want to smack him in the face with $43,000, and he's been living above that, it sounds like. So he's not going to go ahead and take this severance package. Oh, temporary money, but what about the long term? You have a lot longer to live, and the bills, yeah, you can cover it maybe if you're doing very minimal expenses for a year, maybe even possibly over that. But it is realistic that once you cut off your current job, it's going to be hard to come up with the wages to live at that amount. Now, when we look at Louisville, Kentucky, they're facing a difficult and been outraged by how they're dealt with. Concurrently, they're working 12 plus hours. On top of that, some of us truck drivers do that on a normal basis, but fine. Some of us don't realize how extraneous and not AC that they have in these trucks. It's a tin box cooking individuals at 120 degrees. So it's rightfully so that if you're working 12 hours and you are see, even the military, when I was in the military, was better than this. We had Heat Cat 5, and if there was Heat Cat 5, hey, we're not doing nothing, we're chilling out. These individuals are still expected to fulfill their job, and some of you might say, well, that's their job. But guess what? It's still not right to layer the fact that they're going to possibly get fired and have to go unemployed to find a job that's going to pay them the wage that they gotten used to. 23 years at a job and then all of a sudden get cut off from that is, I'm not gonna lie, very difficult and heart-wrenching if it were to happen to me or anybody that's been in this working industry. Let's get to the next video.
Clark, what's wrong? Honey? It's bigger than you expected? Smaller? What is it?
It's a 1-year membership in the Jelly of the Month Club.
Okay.
Clark, it's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year.
That it is, Edward.
Shout out to Austin UPS. And you know, some people still have a positive attitude or way to make a bad situation into a joke. And yes, this is going to affect a lot of individuals. And the funniest thing is when we look at economic data, you know, jobs openings and hiring is not in trouble, but we're seeing major layoffs within Microsoft and even other trucking companies. And it seems like nobody is safe in this economic time and jobs. We have plenty of job openings, but for some reason the callbacks are very little. So to release 22,000 people, up to 22,000 jobs, and just go and put them out there, it's going to not only make this already competitive ecosystem of jobs much more harder for a lot of individuals, but on top of that, it's just going to throw people that are not prepared. They have a very specific skill and they've been driving a Class B vehicle at most, or even not even requiring a CDL. Some of these people are in the trucking industry, and I have some friends of mine that are actually working for UPS as team drivers. And the funniest thing, and it's not funny, but the weirdest thing is that for some reason, oh, this severance package, it's going to be the end all be all. It's going to be fantastic. And the initial, like we saw this little skit, is that, oh, okay, it's going to be good. But then all of a sudden you read the paper, 1,800, and I've been here for, 40 years. Yeah, that's going to benefit me. It's might as well go ahead and retire. But then if I'm somebody that's been there for 5-10 years thinking that I'm trying to build it up, security in trucking or security in these companies are just diminishing. And the problem is, or you might think that, oh, there's going to be a solution. There is no solution. There is only problems. So the reality is that you might as well get used to this new normal, that your job might be taken away and that you're going to have to create your own retirement, or understand that you will never get the chance to retire. My generation, millennials and Gen Z, I'm a millennial, but Gen Z are going to face something that Gen X and above never had to face. They had a chance to have a job and the years behind it. My dad, a pension. But me, what is a pension? The only time I can do that is if I join the union, and union is like getting into a club. Do they want me? I don't know. See, that's the thing. A lot of individuals are thinking that, oh, you know what, this severance package is not that bad. At least they get one. Well, they have to, or they get sued, because they can't just lay off 22,000 people. I mean, they can, but there will be some backlash, especially if they're unionized, because from my understanding, I believe these are Teamsters. With that being said, I feel very bad for everybody that is a UPS driver. I'm so sorry of what you're having to deal with. I don't think that this is fair. You should have confidence in a company that makes over $1 billion that they're going to be able to take care of you. Let me know if you're affected by this and how it affects you, and I will catch all of you in the next one. Peace.